Hello students, this is your CA Vishnuvardhan and this video is the last minute revision plan for CA foundation students who are writing this Jan 2025 exams paper 2 the business law. Seriously, you are blessed fellows because in CA foundation paper 2 is, yes, of course, the deciding paper along with paper 3. So for this paper 2 you got a good amount of time to revise and go for the exam. So how do you plan these days is what in this video I am just going to cover. So now first coming to the point. On the day of exam, yes, you have written your accounts exam and came back to home. Now however the exam is, please throw that question paper in dustbin and all that thoughts away and now focus on law paper. So yes, after coming back from the exam you will be more tired, but still you should not take rest. Please make sure you are covering at least the easy chapter LLP. Read it for 2 hours, very small chapter, easy chapter. Please read it and close for the day and happily take rest. Next day morning, please get up and then start your preparation of other topics. So first what you should do now, first you should take partnership accounts. See, follow this order so that easily you will be covering more things, and of course the more weightage will be covered for your exam, right? So partnership accounts you first take, and there are 3 units. Unit 1 half an hour, unit 2 1 hour, and unit 3 half an hour. So totally you should be spending 2 hours time here, and not only just reading the theory part but also the question bank. 2 hours. So that means all the questions, whichever the question bank you are following, if you are not following any question bank also, no issues. Download all the past ICA suggested answers, RTPs, MTPs. So whatever available, just go through them. So if you are downloading any RTPs, MTPs or suggested answers from that only partnership related questions, please go through them and be thorough with that. Okay, so that way your partnership accounts is done, and for that you are taking 4 hours including the question bank, and that is done. Later, see, I have made this in an order of even, easy, and it should be scoring also. That way I have made it. So next, coming to the next one, Companies Act. Companies Act, of course, very important chapter. You can spend easily 3 hours around that and you can finish revising that. And question bank you can spend 1 hour. Guys, plus and minus here and there, it can be possible, but please make sure you are following this order and trying to finish that in this particular given targets. Next, coming to Indian Contract Act. Indian Contract Act excluding the special contracts, unit 1, unit 2, unit 3 along with the question bank of those particular units you should be finishing. This is your target for 13th Jan. This is your target for 13th Jan. Okay, so once you are done with these targets on 13th Jan, you can happily sleep. Right. Next, coming to the next day, 14th Jan. So this is the target for 14th Jan. What is your target for 14th Jan? Balance unit 4, 5 and 6 for Indian Contract Act and the question bank for that particular 3 units. First you finish them on 14th Jan. Next, take Sale of Goods Act, unit 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the time you have to spend on that, and the question bank, what you have to do. So that way, and Special Contracts Negotiable Instrument Act, 2 hours, 2 hours each. So along with the questions. So if you are done with this, 14th Jan is done. Now see, understand, by 14th Jan our target is in such a way where we are almost covering the entire syllabus except this Indian regulatory framework. So 15th Jan, take 1 hour, finish that Indian regulatory framework. Okay, and next, now the very important task is take RTP Jan 2025, go through that seriously and sincerely. Next, MTP Jan 2025 are there, series 1 and series 2, download them and go through them. And next, immediately RTP September 24, MTP September 2024. That means, understand here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sources of entire syllabus. You are just going through the pattern, exam pattern questions, exam depth questions, all the stuff. So you will be very much thorough with this. Here one very important thing what you have to do now, on 16th Jan, on 15th Jan, what you have to do, afternoon 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. take out of these MTPs, whatever the MTPs available here, any MTP you select and try to solve the questions from 2 to 5. Just start writing, just try to have a writing practice. And very important thing here is 13th, 14th, 15th, these 3 days definitely you should be having what, at least 1 hour of writing practice, very important. please select any question, whatever the topic you have covered. From that, at least 1 hour you should have a writing practice. Select some 2-3 questions and start writing. Now here, one very important point which I want to share you is the time limit. How much time limit you should take? Sir, for 3 to 4 mark question, you should be spending 6 minutes for writing, and 7 mark question, it should be 10 minutes. You might be feeling like, sir, what is this? This is like very less. But understand, this is the ideal time if you want to cover the 100 marks paper. So please try to improve your writing practice, all the stuff. So don't worry, just do this practice and you have 3 days time. Read peacefully and have the writing practice, and definitely you will be able to pick up the speed. Okay, and how to present in the exam, all the stuff also, like on the exam day what should be done, I will make a different video, so don't worry about that. And so key areas in each chapter, what are the key areas in each chapter, I have already uploaded, and that video link will be in the description so that you can take it there. Next, time management in exam. Sir, how do I manage the time? What should be written first, what should be not written? So all these things, do's and don'ts with respect to especially law paper, I will be uploading a detailed video on 15th January 7 p.m. okay, that means just before the exam night I'll upload that, so it will be easy for you and you will be remembering it, you will not forget do's and don'ts. Okay, so this is the strategy for you. What time you have to spend, I repeat. So if you want to take the screenshot, you take the screenshot. 12th Jan what you should do, 13th Jan what you should do. Next, 14th Jan what you have to do is this, and next 15th Jan what you have to do. Okay, so these are the things. As I told you, sir, 15th Jan you should also be having some writing practice in the afternoon 2 to 5, so that next day, in the next day afternoon also you'll have that same, like you have trained the brain already yesterday. Okay, from 2 to 5 how to just go through the questions, how to pick up the speed, all that stuff. So just 3 hours, please, if you are bored of writing 3 hours, at least 2 hours, please make sure you are having that writing practice, because the next day, the very next day, you have to spend 3 hours for writing the law exam, right? So this way you have to go through, and please understand, when you're reading the theory, yes, I can understand theory, just theory, business law for 3 days is really too much. Whenever you feel bored about reading law too much, please take your paper 3 quantitative aptitude, 1 or 2 chapters, whatever you want, in between 1 or 2 hours, you just handle that, so that you can refresh yourself, come out of this law phobia and all that stuff, so you will not be bored and your efficiency levels also will not come down. So please stay positive, and yes, you are going to write one of the India's most prestigious exam, so please give your 100% efforts, and after the exam, yes, of course, you can enjoy till the results. So don't worry about putting the efforts, and don't worry about sacrificing your sleep, all the stuff. Work hard. Wishing you all the very best. See you all in the next video. Jai Hind.